In a cozy, softly lit room, a man and a woman sat across from each other. The silence between them was comfortable, punctuated only by the hum of the world outside. The man leaned forward slightly, his voice calm but deliberate. "Who is the most important person in your life right now?" The woman tilted her head, her eyes flickering with thought. "The most important? My parents, my family, my friends, those closest to me," she said with a smile. Then she turned the question around. "What about you? Who's the most important person in your life?" The man didn't hesitate. His eyes locked on hers, and he answered with a single word. "You." The woman blinked, taken aback. "You might not realize it," he continued, his tone steady, "but right here, right now, you are the most important person in my life. Because you're here. Because this moment matters." For a second, the world seemed to hold its breath. His words weren't just spoken, they were felt. This exchange highlights the subtle yet profound power of communication. Words, when used with intention, can shape perceptions and create connections. As Maya Angelou once said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." People are drawn to those who make them feel seen and valued. Authenticity. Being genuine fosters trust. No one is captivated by a script. They're drawn to sincerity. Curiosity. Asking thoughtful questions shows interest in the other person, like, "What's something you've done recently that made you feel alive?" Emotional resonance. Sharing personal stories or reflections taps into universal feelings. Great communicators often weave emotion into their words, creating moments of intrigue and resonance. For example, instead of saying, "I had a challenging day," someone might share, "Today was like a stormy sea, tough, but it reminded me of my strength." This approach paints a picture, invites empathy, and encourages deeper dialogue. To strengthen your communication, consider this. Be present. Put your phone down, look people in the eye, and actively listen. Engage emotionally. Share something vulnerable or uplifting. Ask reflective questions. What inspires you most about the life you're building? The words you choose shape the relationships you build. Speak with intention, and you'll find people not just listening, but leaning in. This is the magic of combining a compliment with a cold read, a playful yet insightful prediction about someone's life or personality. It's not just flattery, it's a spark that creates an instant emotional connection. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you're at a party telling a funny story. The room erupts in laughter, and someone turns to you saying, "Wow, you're so hilarious. Are you a stand-up comedian?" You smile, maybe chuckle, and reply, "No, but I'll take that as a compliment." This works because it goes beyond a standard compliment like, "You're funny," and pairs it with a creative, personalized guess. That combination makes people feel genuinely seen and appreciated. Here's the beauty. Even if the guess is wrong, it opens the door to a deeper, more engaging conversation. You can use this approach in countless scenarios. You're so detail-oriented. Are you a designer? Your energy is infectious. Are you a motivational speaker? You seem so calm. Are you a therapist or a consultant? Even if your guess misses the mark, they'll likely smile, correct you, and then share more about themselves. Suddenly, what could have been a mundane exchange becomes memorable and warm. Compliments, when genuine, light up the brain's reward system, boosting serotonin and making people feel great. Pair that with curiosity, and you've got a winning formula. This technique is all about showing interest in someone in a way that's both unique and respectful. It's a little moment of connection that can leave a big impression. Why not try it? You might just turn an ordinary conversation into something magical. Have you ever asked someone a question and been met with a one-word response? It's frustrating, right? You're trying to connect, to dive deeper, but instead, it feels like hitting a conversational wall. So how can you break through and inspire someone to share their world with you? The key lies in asking the right kind of questions, the ones that open the floodgates of dialogue and bring a spark to the other person's eyes. Let's reframe the way we think about questions. Instead of asking, "How's work?" which might lead to a bland, "It's fine," why not shift to something like, "What's the most exciting project you're working on right now?" If you could change one thing about your job, what would it be? See how these questions invite stories, not just facts. People are naturally wired to share when they feel their passions are being tapped into. Psychologist Carl Rogers once said, "What is most personal is most universal." By prompting someone to share their experiences, you create a space for connection and understanding. Asking the right questions isn't just about strategy, it's about heart. When you genuinely care about the answer, people can feel it. So, the next time you're in a conversation, remember this: the quality of your questions determines the depth of your connection. Next time you're about to ask someone a typical question, like, "Where are you from?" why not make it a fun guessing game instead? Say something like, "Wait, don't tell me. Give me 2 clues, and let me try to figure it out." This simple twist transforms an everyday interaction into a playful and engaging moment. Suddenly, it's not just small talk, it's an adventure. The other person gets to think creatively, and you both get to share a laugh, a smile, or even a surprising moment of connection. Imagine the stories that unfold. A clue about a favorite food leads to an unexpected conversation about shared culinary loves. A hint about a famous landmark spirals into a discussion about dream vacations. It's no longer just a question. It's a spark that ignites curiosity and camaraderie. Sure, this might not work everywhere. Formal settings or a meeting with your boss might not be the best stage for this trick. But in casual gatherings, parties, or any setting where people are open to fun, this approach can shift the vibe completely. The best part? It's not just about the answer, it's about the energy, the connection, and the shared moment. You're not just asking where someone's from, you're inviting them into a mini adventure. And who doesn't love a little spark of surprise in their day? Try it out. Be curious. Be playful. Watch the magic unfold. Seeking advice or opinions. A fresh approach to connection. Sometimes, the best way to spark a meaningful conversation is by shifting the focus from someone's personal story to their thoughts and expertise. A simple yet effective way to do this? Just ask, "Hey, I'd love to get your opinion on something." This question can be as lighthearted or profound as the moment calls for. Picture this. At a restaurant, you could playfully ask, "Who do you think rocks the ugly Christmas sweater better, me or my friend here?" With family or close friends, it might be something deeper, like, "You've been married for years. What's your best advice for keeping a relationship strong?" The beauty of this approach is that people love sharing their perspectives. It makes them feel valued, heard, and engaged. And as you listen, you're creating a space for authenticity and connection. Here's the magic. This isn't just small talk. It's about turning an everyday interaction into a moment of discovery, where the conversation evolves into something meaningful, inspiring, and, most importantly, memorable. So, next time you're looking to truly connect, don't just ask about them. Ask what they think. You might be surprised at the depth of wisdom, humor, or insight that comes your way. Creating anticipation in a conversation can transform an ordinary exchange into an exciting, engaging experience. Instead of indulging in typical small talk, you can start by asking questions that spark curiosity and anticipation. For example, you might say, "I just heard your incredible story, and it reminded me of something exciting I'll share with you this Saturday. Trust me, it's as fascinating as your story." The moment you ask this, you capture their attention. It's all about the psychology of curiosity. People are naturally drawn to solving puzzles, and when you ask a thought-provoking question, it stimulates their brain in a way that piques their interest. Think about this. When you're watching a movie and a mysterious character or event is introduced, your mind races to piece everything together. The same thing happens in a conversation. It becomes a game, compelling the other person to dig deeper, wondering, why won't they tell me right now? Now sprinkle a bit of wisdom into the mix. As renowned motivational speaker Tony Robbins once said, "The only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment." This quote perfectly ties into the conversation, encouraging the listener to reflect on their own potential. By leading with thought-provoking questions and offering profound insights, you invite the listener into a meaningful dialogue that leaves them wanting more. The goal is not just to talk, but to ignite a spark that lingers long after the conversation ends. You might be surprised at the connections you build and the doors to fresh perspectives that open along the way. To truly connect with women and build meaningful relationships, it's essential to master the art of communication. By understanding how to communicate interesting and attractive to women, you can enhance your interactions and leave a lasting impression. Remember, communication is more than just words. It's about authenticity, confidence, and listening actively. By being genuinely interested in what she says and showing respect for her opinions, you create an environment where she feels valued and heard. If you still don't know what opening lines to say to women, then don't worry. The next video is for you. Interesting questions when talking to women. I hope these tips help you take your communication skills to the next level. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the Stoicism Attracts channel, share your thoughts in the comments, and turn on notifications for more amazing videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.